come up, and Jane.
Bring your friends.
And Jack, everybody come up. Everybody come up. We'll rush the stage at the end of the day tomorrow. How's that? Yeah. And Jeff Pulver is going to moderate this discussion about how to turn, bring your passion.
Yes.
Bring your passion to Twitter. I like those boots. Hot boots. Nicely done. All right. Take it away. And keep your eye on the clock, Jeff, because I will interrupt you.
Yeah, I understand.
Or maybe the Ben-Hur music.
I just have to take a second to picture you all naked.
All right. There's no nakedness, please.
All right, so I'd like to first welcome everyone here. Soleil, thanks for doing this. So this is a panel about passion, but just quickly, could each person introduce themselves for a few moments? At least how you describe yourself on Twitter.
Do you want to go first, Jack?
Sure. I'm Jack Frye. I'm a producer, writer for Anderson Cooper 360 at CNN. I'm based in New York. Thank you. And I think that is how I'm described on my Twitter bio, but I'm a lot more. I'm a complicated soul. So, yeah, that's it. Your turn.
My name is Soleil Frye. I love Twitter. I am also a mom and a blogger, and I have an eco-baby store called Little Seed. And more than anything, I love connecting to other moms and people, and so Twitter's been an incredible platform for me to do that. So I'm very excited to be here today.
And let's be honest, she is Punky Brewster.
Yes, I was Punky Brewster. And I hold it very close to my heart, so you can say all you want and make fun of me. I love it.
We would never make fun of you. I'm Jane Buckingham, and I actually am different than, I think, how I appear on Twitter.
How is that?
How is that? Well, Soleil's picturing me naked, so I'm clothed.
I was nervous, and the Twitter followers, I just picture everyone in their underwear, so I had to take a moment to do that.
Good visual. I started a trend forecasting company called The Intelligence Group, and what we do is try and figure out what people are thinking, Gen X, Gen Y. We work with corporations like Nike and Levi's and Microsoft and NBC and ABC, and do something called the Cassandra Report, which sort of tracks trends from now, 10 years from now. And in doing that, I just try to figure out how people think and what they feel. And I sold that company a few years ago to CAA, and that allowed me a little more time to start pursuing some of my passions, which was writing, and started writing some books called Modern Girl's Guide to Life and Modern Girl's Guide to Motherhood, because I have 2 children. Not with Soleil, but I also am passionate about my children. And that's what I started doing on Twitter, which was to do some of the stuff from Modern Girl. And so Twitter is somewhat new for me, but a real passion of mine. And Soleil and I are working on some stuff together, and I'm very honored to be here.
So Jack, so what's something you're passionate about that you tweet about because of it?
I guess my passion would be, my tweets are kind of a hybrid, personal and professional. Most of the stuff that I tweet about is pretty light. I think.
Why is that?
I guess in my view, there are so many people on Twitter, elsewhere on the internet, who do a good job at alerting people about news and journalism. And my personality, I guess I just feel like these are stressful times. Twitter's a great outlet to kind of be a little lighter. For me, at least, that's the way I do it. And that's the great thing, I think, is that Twitter's a different thing.
So what's something you recently tweeted about that was passion? Came from your point of view of passion?
My passion? Well, being here is a passion. Being on the flight here on Wi-Fi, there was a guy next to me handling all these deli meats on the plane, and I was passionately against that, so I think about that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Soleil?
For me, Twitter has allowed an incredible relationship between myself and community. I didn't feel as though I had a mom that I could identify with if I turned on the television or the radio. Therefore, I turned to the social community to connect to moms like myself.
How's that working?
It's been amazing. I think there's this incredible movement, and many followers are men and people that are just nostalgic, and that's wonderful, but there's this incredible community of moms that are trying to connect. I kind of have this philosophy that it's like the mall. Cyberspace is the mall, and what women used to do when they came together for tea parties or Tupperware parties, they now come together through the social web, and it's what integrates us and intertwines us. And it also allows me to, I have a huge curiosity in people, so I started posting these questions of the day. where I get to learn so much about people, but also they're able to take that content and then answer questions and share with their family and friends. So by creating this forum for discussions and to learn what these moms want and need and to connect, because I'm not the perfect mom. I'm like the mom that tries to open the stroller and is totally clumsy and tries to get dressed up and falls on my face as I walk out the door. Well, I've now realized there's millions of other moms like me, and those are the people I'm connecting with, and I love it. And I think, you know, it gives this first-person experience.
Have you ever used Twitter for charity or raise awareness?
Yes, we just did the Alzheimer's awareness campaign, which was incredible. It was who wears purple best, and we tried to, you know, people don't put fun and Alzheimer's in the same sentence, but we tried to do this interactive experience, and so there was a group of us that did the campaign and dressed up in purple, and you could vote for, you know, who wore purple best. And through Twitter, we definitely got people interested, but what was amazing is the last day of the race, Terrell Owens, the football player, took to his social community, and all of a sudden I went from like 1,000 people, he had 4,000, so I of course went to Twitter and said, you guys, you have to, you know, vote for me. And we went back and forth all the way till it was about midnight, and he was with his shirt off, streaming live from the East Coast. I was, you know, making fun of him on the West Coast. But what was brilliant is in one day we got over 60,000 people to register on the Alzheimer's Association's website. And the power of that community is so brilliant. So we can't underestimate the power of the social web and new media and the connection that it has for us to do good and to also make it an interactive experience, because I think people crave that and desire that more now than ever before.
And so besides